From big vicious vultures to majestic eagles and condors, here are 20 of the world's largest birds of prey. Welcome to Weird Wonders Wednesday. Hey, Luciano Staza, here's a shout out for letting us know you're enjoying the content. We are always happy to oblige, so thanks to you and all our subscribers for sending us all those great comments and suggestions. Cheers! Number 20. African fish eagle. Now you might notice that this bird bears a resemblance to the bald eagle of North America. In fact, the two birds are related, although this critter weighs about 8 pounds and is found in sub-Saharan Africa. They have wingspans greater than 7.5 feet, and as you might guess, it feeds mainly on fish. It has specialized toes that can easily grip slippery prey. Now this eagle has quite a wide range and serves as the national bird for 3 countries: Zimbabwe, South Sudan, and Zambia. Blakiston's fish owl. It hunts along the rivers and lakes of Eastern Asia and Russia. With a wingspan exceeding 6 feet, some sources consider this to be the world's largest living species of owl. It commonly preys on catfish and salmon and is capable of catching fish about 3 times the weight, and they weigh just over 10 pounds. Verraux eagle. This bird is also known as the black eagle and is a large raptor found in the mountainous regions of Africa. From bill to the tip of tail, they can measure some 38 inches and weigh more than 15 pounds. It's recognized as a uniquely specialized bird, with its distribution and history focused on its favorite species of prey, that being the rock hyrax. That is a squat critter which resembles a guinea pig. Eurasian Eagle Owl. This species is known to grow over 2 feet tall, and with a wingspan that can exceed 6 feet, they are often considered among the world's largest owls. They have a wide range, but they generally prefer forested, mountainous habitats. Did you know that this animal is often linked to a cryptid known as the Owlman in the UK? Great grey owl. As measured by length, this is the world's largest owl species and is found across the northern hemisphere. But the size is kind of a deception. While they can reach some 30 inches long, the large head, exceptionally long tail, and fluffy feathers conceal a body that is actually much lighter than that of other large owls. These critters only weigh a little over 4 pounds. Crowned eagle. It's sometimes called the crowned eagle hawk and is native to sub-Saharan to southern Africa. While they're not as massive as some of the birds on the list, when measured in terms of weight of its prey, this is considered the most powerful eagle in Africa. They normally weigh up to around 10 pounds, but these ferocious animals prey mostly on mammals and have been observed attacking prey that weighs more than 60 pounds. Bald eagle. This well-known bird of prey is actually known as a sea eagle and is recognized as a national symbol of the United States. They're documented as building the largest tree nests of any animal species, which can be about 13 feet deep and more than 8 feet wide. The birds can weigh nearly 14 pounds and have a wingspan around 7.5 feet. Golden eagle. This is among the most widely distributed species of eagle in the world and is one of the most recognized birds of prey in the northern hemisphere. They're often associated with falconry, and the Eurasian subspecies is well known to hunt and kill larger prey like gray wolves. With wingspans approaching 8 feet, many experts consider them to be the best flyers among raptors. Cape vulture. This old world vulture is native to southern Africa. They're among the largest raptors on that continent, weighing about 24 pounds, with wingspans around 8.5 feet. Did you know these robust critters lay only 1 egg each year? Martial eagle. This big bird has a wingspan exceeding 8.5 feet and ranks as the world's 5th heaviest eagle. Found in sub-Saharan Africa, it's a powerful avian predator as well, known to feed on other birds, lizards, and even the big snakes like the deadly black mamba. According to certain accounts, the only real threat to these apex predators seems to be leopards. Harpy Eagle. It's also known as the American Harpy Eagle. In addition to being one of the largest eagle species in the world, it's also the biggest and most powerful raptor known in the Americas. The fearsome critters have a wingspan exceeding 7 feet, and the heaviest documented weight was some 27 pounds. Possessing the largest talons of any extant eagle, these birds will hunt larger prey, including deer. Philippine Eagle. In terms of length and wing surface, this bird is considered the world's largest eagle, measuring some 3.5 feet long and weighing close to 18 pounds. It has a wingspan around 7.3 feet. The apex predator has been identified as the monkey-eating eagle, since it was once thought to prey only on those primates. And while it does prey on monkeys, it also targets deer and flying foxes, among other animals. Did you know it is the national bird of the Philippines? White-tailed eagle. Considered a close relative to the bald eagle, this bird is a highly efficient hunter and scavenger. They're found in Eurasia, in habitats of old-growth trees and open water. They can have wingspans of 8 feet and can measure more than 3 feet long. They're known to regularly steal food from otters and other raptors. Steller's sea eagle. These birds live in northeastern Asia and are often considered the world's heaviest eagles at some 20 pounds, although there is some debate about that. They mainly prey on fish and water birds and have wingspans exceeding 7 feet, although some unverified accounts put that wingspan at 9 feet. You just cannot miss that distinctive yellow beak. Wedgetailed eagle. Measuring around 3.5 feet long with a wingspan of more than 9 feet, this is Australia's largest bird of prey and is named for its unique wedge-shaped tail. The large raptor can fly for countless hours without once flapping its wings. They've been known to team up to take down larger prey like red kangaroos, and are the only animals known to attack hang gliders and paragliders, likely to defend the territory. Bearded vulture. It is found from southern Europe to Tibet and has been observed living on Mount Everest at altitudes of more than 24,000 feet. Its wingspan can exceed 9 feet and they weigh about 17 pounds. Did you know that this is the only animal known to have a diet that consists primarily of bone? That's due to a high level of acid in its stomach that allows it to digest the material within a day. Griffon Vulture. It's among the world's largest vultures and true raptors, weighing close to 30 pounds with a wingspan around 10 feet. They're mainly found in the higher elevations of the Himalayas, so they're often called the Himalayan Griffon Vulture. But they've also been observed further south in Thailand and Singapore. California condor. It certainly looks beautiful when sailing through the skies high above the landscapes of the west coast of the US, and weighing up to 30 pounds, it's the largest flying bird in North America, along with being one of the rarest birds in the world. These scavengers have a wingspan approaching 10 feet and can measure around 55 inches long. Now, in 1987, these birds actually went extinct in the wild. The total population numbered only about 27 individuals. But after a captive breeding program was introduced, those numbers have reached more than 400 individuals in the wild and in captivity. Ondine condor. Did you know this is considered to be the largest flying bird in the world, at least as measured by their combined wingspan and weight? That wingspan can exceed 10.5 feet, and they can weigh in at about 25 pounds on average. They prefer South America's Andes Mountains, where elevations can reach 16,000 feet. Now, at those extreme altitudes, the birds only need flap the wings occasionally to cover vast distances. And before getting to our number one big bird, here's an honorable mention. While we've mentioned some huge critters on the list, you might be wondering, what was the largest ever bird of prey? Well, most experts think it was likely Haast's eagle. You notice how those eagles just keep popping up, don't they? Well, this one is considered by many to be the largest eagle ever, as well as being the largest raptor. They could weigh around 33 pounds and had a wingspan of around 10 feet. It's estimated that they could attack the prey at speeds up to 50 miles per hour. To put it in perspective, the impact would be similar to being crushed by a cinder block dropped from an 8-story building. So just let that sink in. The birds were native to New Zealand and went extinct around the year 1400. Eurasian black vulture. Most of our sources concurred that this is the world's largest true extant bird of prey. This one measures nearly 4 feet long, with a wingspan exceeding 10 feet, and with a weight of more than 30 pounds, it's considered among the world's heaviest flying birds as well. It's found throughout much of Eurasia, as one might expect, and tends to favor dry, mountainous habitats.